Hello everybody and welcome back to Farming Simulator 25. We are officially beginning our chill casual playthrough live streams. Now that the game is out, we had an absolute blast. Those that were on the server yesterday, just doing whatever. To ring in the new game, that's what we do pretty much when any DLC drops or a game, is to just come on and, well, have a good time. That's all that's important. Just have a good time. And we did. We had a great time. I think everyone enjoyed it. Hope you all enjoyed watching it. I'm 21 subs away, 2-1, from 50K. If you're watching and you're not a subscriber, do me a solid and clickety on that button. Sure, we go a long way to making this hit the 50K, maybe even tonight. That'll be super awesome. A little housekeeping. The person who won the Xbox game, they did reach out to me this morning. Person who won the PC version, they did reach out to me this afternoon. Person who won the PlayStation version, haven't heard from him yet. So, as the contest said, I was going to give him 3 days. I decided I'm going to give him till Saturday. That's more than 3 days. So, if I don't hear back from this person by Saturday, we're doing a redraw for the PlayStation 5 game. Just want to keep you all aware so you know what's going on with that. $1050 Ti, I could see a laptop 1050 Ti, but you know what? I bet you could run medium settings at a good solid 60 if you turned on FSR. So, I got a video coming at some point. Probably next week. Related to graphic settings, specifically on lower powered systems. I've got a system I use to benchmark FS22 maps on that has a low-end system. It's basically just an AMD APU. And if you don't know what APU is, it's a CPU with integrated graphics. Okay? So it's got integrated graphics. They're pretty good integrated graphics for an integrated graphics APU. But when I loaded Farm Sim up for the first time, Farm Sim 25, it wanted to run 720p low, and it looked like an absolute trash heap. And it was still getting, still wasn't very good as far as frame count. I messed with it a little bit today, and I was able to bump it to 1080. I was able to bump it to custom medium. I bumped all the object distances to 150 because 100 was just trash. And I enabled FSR 3, and I enabled, in quality mode, I enabled FSR frame gen and 60, very solid 60, and it was very playable as far as a visual standpoint, especially when you compare what it wanted to run me at 720 low, which is absolute garbage, like I said. So, Scooter, I would try. Well, you're not going to run 1440 on that laptop. No. 1050 Ti is the 1080p, no more. It should run medium, 1080p with FSR on. At frame gen, you should get solid 60, and it should be more than satisfactory. Yeah, I'm sorry to say that's not a 1440 level card. Not anymore. I don't think it ever was, but well, yeah, 30 plus. I mean, when I'm saying 60 should be the benchmark. Farmer G, what is up? What is up, sir? But seriously, try medium, bump your object draws to 150, turn FSR on 3 on, frame gen, let it cache, let it do its graphics cache, and I think you'll be impressed at 1080. I mean, hell, it might do 1440 if you're satisfied at 30. What is up, everybody? Oh my gosh, I completely blanked. Didn't even... Oh, we're done. Why am I even putting that up? We're done, people. FS25 is out. This is what I want to do. This video is brought to you by Mervin Nuts and Galcomp Gamer. Thank you for being farm barons. All right. So, Scooter, the benchmark that I've been doing for people is to run 3 marks, Steel Nomad, and compare the score that you get to the score that I give for that low-end system. I put it in Discord. I forget the number right now, but it was something abysmal like 460. And I don't expect your car to get a 460. I expect your car to get something a lot better. For example, the 1070 Ti that I just tried for Steel Nomad came back at like 2000. No, came back at like 1460. An extra 1,000 points. And at 1080p, it was happy at very high default. I would say it was barely happy at very high default, but it was happy at very high default. Alright, we're gonna get over here and plow because, dang it, plowing is awesome now. I might be willing to do it. More. No, not. But, you know, just saying I might. Maybe. If I was bored. But it's like, look, Mom, I'm doing it right. I'm plowing right. Because look. Yeah, get down on your knees, buddy. Get down in there. Look, it's got a rut. The tractor's down in the rut. I stand on it. I'm standing on there. But the tractor's down in the rut. Well, watch. Oh, wait, I gotta lower the dumb thing now. I'm so excited now, I'm not even lowering my plow. I gotta be careful. Ray Fields is on. And no, you can't. Look, I can't GPS it. Oh, maybe I can now. I couldn't before I carved the field out. Maybe I can once you define a, I don't see it. I don't see the lines. Alright, any rate. Look! Oh my gosh, it looks so right. I feel like I'm actually plowing the way it's supposed to work. And off we go again! Yeah, we're just turning these lines off. We're just going to do it this way. Do the tractor in the rut. And watch it plow. Yeah, Rambo Hacker. I mean, it's ultimately what you're used to. It's like if folks never experienced high hertz monitors, like if you've only ever experienced 60 hertz. And you hear people say, oh, 144, 120 hertz, you know, your gameplay looks amazing. Oh, I'm fine. 60's great. I don't need anything more. And then I hear, oh my God, because they went somewhere and they saw like a 120 hertz monitor, 144 hertz monitor, and their life was changed. Because suddenly things just look so much clearer. Same resolution, it's just suddenly a lot clearer. Especially for driving games like ATS, when you can actually read the road sign as you fly past it at 100 mile an hour, because it's not blurry, because it's only at 60 hertz. That little rice picker, I mean, my issue with it is it's tracked. I have issues with anything that's tracked, that's that short, because it just is all over the place. Yeah, we're plowing this up because I made a rice field out of it for somebody, and I decided I wasn't going to put rice in here. So when you remove a rice field, it comes back to this default dirt state. Non-rice, non-field state. So I did read over on the partner Discord that some folks who are maybe having issues with blurry oh no, get it back up. Oh my gosh, I almost really screwed things up. Like blurry, like text, like in-cab text, or the decals on the tractors and on the buildings, you like text on buildings, stuff like that being blurry. That is likely an issue where your VRAM is filled up. You're buffering graphics memory, and one of the first things it does is it down-reses textures like that. So I could see that happening maybe on cars that were less than maybe 6 gigs of VRAM, or definitely 4, which could be an issue for like that 1050 mobile chip. All right, but yeah, plowing. If you've not done it, then do it, because this is pretty cool. Good to hear the 1660 Super still kicking it. 1080 probably, right? All right, we're turning off this field create real fast. Oh, I saw something with this plow. Thought was pretty neat. So if we left click, we can tilt the angle and change the, I guess the plow angle. Put it in road transport mode. I think I turned off plowing in general. Yeah, see, there's no need plowing here. I must have turned it off. Yep. Turned that bad boy off. Okay, so we don't need... Oh, please, Giants. Give me my thingy back. I don't want to go here and look for this thing. Can I sell it from here? Yes. Well, those 1440p monitors will come down more. All right, let's line these fields. Why are you scared to install it? The hardest part is going to be undoing the PCI lock on the motherboard. That dumb thing. These cards are so big these days, you can't get anything down there to depress on the lock. Yeah, Caleb, it's displaying kilometers per hour. It's a known issue. It's going to be fixed in an update. There's a lock that engages on the primary, on the PCI cards. Yes. You can't just pull it out. Not on the GPU one. It's just pull your old one out, put the new one in, make sure it's engaged, plug in the power connectors for it, turn her on, and there you go. i9 32 GBs. Oh, 4070 Ti, 8 gigabyte. That sounds good. Indeed. I mean, it's quite the upgrade from a 1050 for sure. I mean, Rambo Hacker, that's what it always is, right? It's always some give and take. I mean, like for me, it gave me a default of Ultra. And it looks great. Runs Ultra great. I can record Ultra great. I don't know why, but I've been having issues with performance streaming. And it makes no sense. Because when I record video, I record at an insanely high bitrate. Insanely high. Because I upscale everything to 4K when I record it. So I do high bitrate, so when I upscale, it doesn't look nasty. I don't stream anywhere near that bitrate. But for whatever reason, streaming suffered. So I knocked it back down to a custom very high. And modified my stream settings. Now it's fine. This still looks outstanding. That's right, Caleb. They don't fold out. The belief is they don't fold out because until you put doubles on it. If you can even put doubles on it. Let's look. So you see they are folded. Rear twins. See it folds out when you put the twins on. Singles. Nope. Duals. Oh, those are ultra fat. Duals, it folds out. They're not something you can change. But they fold out if you put duals. Same with the white. They fold out. So pretty standard from what I understand. Yeah, I've got a Lenovo laptop that I use when I travel. That has a discrete AMD card in it. I think it wanted to default to Ultra as well, but I'm probably going to knock it back to very high. Well, first thing it is look inside and make sure your system has that PCI slot lock. There will be a tab that you need to push down right at the end of the GPU slot, and that will disengage the GPU PCI Express lock, because the card has a little tab on the back that engages that lock. And if you don't disengage that lock, you're going to be ripping that slot out of your motherboard when you go to pull that card out. Exactly, David. I like those extra displays up there. Now, something that is a little frustrating, and it was pointed out in another Discord that I saw, is half of the cattle pastures, don't do milk. In fact, the outside one, and that one I put down the other day, they don't offer milk. You got to go up to one of the bigger 3 to get your milk. And I hadn't really done a video on cows yet, so I really hadn't bothered to look. Well, look, it says this is a breeding barn, therefore no milk production is possible. This one. This is a breeding barn, so no milk production is possible. This one. This is a breeding barn, so no milk production is possible. This one. First one you can actually do milk on, 254,000. Or the 2 giant ones, one with and one without the feeding robot. So basically the 3 buildings that we had from 22 can do milk. The new buildings, not so much. So that's kind of annoying. It made me wonder with the sheep and goats, right? It doesn't say anything about this one. Well, it doesn't say anything about any of them having a milk trigger or not having a milk trigger. So do I get milk just by pulling up to my, does milk spawn as a pallet? I think it does. Didn't we see a video? I think we saw a picture of milk spawning in jugs. I think if I go dig that up, I'll find it. Alright, so that answers that question. Well, Bucket, there's always modders, right? But yeah. How about a placeable milk trigger? That would be nice. And if you didn't see in the pre-show, or if you haven't seen anybody else talk about it, these fill stations also do solid fertilizer. So this is also a solid fertilizer. I very well know, Odd Rancher's difference between beef and dairy cattle, but you know what? A 4-legged cow can go in any building it wants to go in. And there's nothing preventing a dairy cow from being put into a beef building. It's not like it's a round peg in a square hole. Although given the right size round peg, it'll very much fit in a square hole. Well, David, you can put seed and fert in auger wagons, can't you? We found where is this stupid categories? So seed and fert. Because we saw that we were messing with this one the other day, right? And it holds seed, fert, and lime. What? How did I run into that? I missed the sub message, right? Peter, thank you for subbing. We're down to 20. I gotta update that message. Remove this message. Unpin. There we go. Case factory. Oh, that's great. Yeah, it was amazing. Although, and I might have said in the video, we were the last of 5 groups to do the tour. We were on a 5-group rotation. And I was in the first group to play the game. And then the other 4 groups were either doing a factory tour, were on free time, were driving tractors, or what was the other thing? No, there was 4 rotations, 5 people each. That's it. Yes. So we either had free time, we were doing a factory tour, or we were playing the game or driving tractors. So we were in the last group to get the factory tour, and they were running, sadly though, they're running very low labor. Very low demand for new tractors at the moment. And as a result, they're running very low on their active labor at the moment. So by the time we got to do the tour and late in the day, most of the workers had cut off for the day. All right, we're gonna try this little miniature grain mill. Game volume will not focus. Where? Where is that at? Oh, the main menu. Dude. All right, we have wheat, blur. All right, so I'm going to do a video tomorrow about the small productions. Sorry. Small production versus big production. What the hell? How do I have 138,000 liters of wheat? Where did that come from? I don't know, but I'll go with it. Any rate, I'm going to do a video on this. It's interesting. The small productions, I've placed 3 down to test. Each of the 3 produce 1/10 per month the output of the bigger one. 1/10. Okay? So, like this one is 5 wheat, makes 4 flour per cycle, 252 cycles per month. Well, in theory, the larger grain mill, right, produces 5 wheat, 4 flour, 2,520 cycles per month. 10 times. 10 times the output. Well, do they cost 10 times? Is this 10 times as cheap? Not exactly. So this would cost $36,000. All these little ones cost $36,000. The placeable wheat plant is $288,000. Right? That's definitely less than 10 times. And $288,000 for the one here. Right? Now, of course, you can't. If you can't afford it, then you can't afford it. But there's others where it's really, really, sorry, really imbalanced. What? Ah, I got endless wheat. That's nice. Where's my stuff? You know why? You know why? I think it's because they're so close to each other. Ah! I hacked the game. Uh-oh. I did a number now. Yeah, they're too close. I put it here because it was a nice spot to put it. But I didn't think I would, exploit anything. Alright, so to continue this thought. Yeah, we have an endless supply if we keep doing that. Anyway. So our bakery, which I put down, Proper, I would say check the Giants Developer Network to get any information on GE release. So this miniature bakery, $36,000. 9 flour, 4.5 bread, 120 cycles per month. Right? The base game bakery, 90 flour, 45 bread, 120 cycles per month. So, again, 10 times the output. Right? Well, this bakery is only $50,000. So, this is just a little bit more expensive than the little miniature one, but produces 10 times your output. The placeable bakery is 150. It's more, but 36, 35, 70, 105, 140,000 5 times, right? It's not 10 times, right? So, I guess be a little careful. The little miniature stuff is good sometimes, but it's not always a good deal. I guess is what I'm trying to get at. Peter, I was not surprised that the season pass isn't included in the collector's edition. I mean, you're paying up for the USB ignition lock. That's what you're paying up for. So you get you get the base game, and then you get your ignition lock. If you got the base game, the year 1 season pass, and the ignition lock, well, the collector's edition would probably be more like 140 bucks. 120 bucks. So the collector's edition for 22 came with the USB beacon, which works in 25. Sorry. The 19 collector's edition, I think, came with a little toy tractor, if I remember right. And maybe a little beanie, Farm Sim beanie. And some other things. Depending on where you are in the world, yes. Giants doesn't have global distribution for their merch. So those of us, for example, here in the US or North America, don't have access to their merch stuff. What's up, Did Smooth Anti-Tannin Cups? It's a very interesting name. So we can now, those of us that have the collector's edition, we can now pick up the year one season pass as a standalone purchase if we want to over the Giants eShop. My affiliate link will work for that, or affiliate code down in the description. Again, that includes three add-ons that are rather coyly coded, and then the expansion, which includes a map in the winter next year. And we pretty much all figure it's going to be a UK Irish style map based on the image that's been posted. So yes, this is the this is a Bednar mulcher. One of the new items coming in here in FS25. I was pretty sure I got a pretty big yield bonus when I was doing the preview of Hutan Pantai, so I wanted to mulch and just see what type of yield bonus we really got. Jonathan, see what resolution YouTube is trying to give it to you at. Sometimes they want to default to 480. Now I think David was telling me that there's some mulching bug or something. I was kind of maybe hoping to run up against that too. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Oh, so like it's not recognizing that the direct drill is doing any cultivation, right? Because the theory is your mulch benefit is because you're working the plant into the ground. And if you direct drill, then in theory you're cultivating it right ahead of your seeding. So I guess the game scripting isn't picking up that that work. I don't want to work at that angle, dude. I don't want to do it that way. Turn my lines. Why are these lines not turning? There they go. You know what? They should update. They should update a lot faster than they are. That's all I'm saying. Oh, are you serious? I have to hit okay. There we go. Oh, if you swath the straw, but don't actually collect it. Oh, well, this is a canola field. Let's look. So I guess that's saying the whole field's already mulched. Is that what it's saying? That obviously isn't. These two aren't. So it seems to think canola's already mulched. Interesting. I assume it may have already been reported, but it might be worth reporting the bug to feedback.giants-software.com using their feedback tool. I mean, I think it's kind of interesting that water buffalo are only good for mozzarella cheese. That's good. That's good. Always report any bugs you find. An unreported bug never gets fixed. Right, be a part of the solution. I'm sure at this point they are kind of just collecting up fixes until they hit critical mass. Because any any fix that requires a map update is going to be a big fix. So now we're showing that mulch. We probably need to put seed in here before it'll tell us what our bonus is. Can we plant anything? Yeah, we can plant wheat and barley. Wheat, barley, canola. Okay. So what I'll do tonight, I'll put everything in wheat. All 4 fields will be in wheat. Well, I mean, do you really need a test Optimus? Can't you just pull up the XMLs and just pull all the data out of it? I mean, it should all be there, right? Of course, it wouldn't take much to convert this said mower over to a regular mower or a brush mower that didn't drop anything. It's for science. Science is just reading the XML files and writing the numbers down. Oh, okay. All right. It's in that big gar. Scooter's gonna make this mower great again. That's how Optimus likes to play. He likes to find the optimal things and map everything out. That's fine. I like to play by the seat of my pants. I've seen thumbnails of the most profitable crop in Farm Sim 25. I have no idea what the most profitable crop is, because I don't really care. I just put stuff in the ground I want to. But if you want to play to make as much money as possible, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. The only challenges I'm going to come up with FS25 are going to be how to enjoy the most out of the game as possible. That's going to be very individualized. That's the only right way to play, David. Well, Caleb, that's what some people live for. I only buy the most optimal tractor possible. Most horsepower, least cost. Everything else is trash. Or the whatever. tractor that can do the most because it's got the front 3-point and other things, right? I mean, whatever they want to do, it's fine. Exactly, Walter, exactly. If you're enjoying yourself, then you're doing it right. If you're not enjoying yourself, then you're doing something wrong. And maybe you're forcing yourself to play a specific way. Right? You never know. Oh, is that a little wrench down there? Do wish these screens updated. I want to have cameras in the harvesters. I want to have a live camera view of my harvester or our camera in the rear. So when we were at the preview event and we got to drive the stuff around, the harvester we drove around, I don't remember the model, but it had like 7 cameras already mounted on it. Like, it had a reverse camera, it had a camera in the grain bin, it had a camera on the unloading pipe, so you could pull it up and see straight down and know when you were over the trailer. You know, it had cameras all over the place, and it could pull them up on the little side screen. That's what I want. We have nice things, now we want nicer things. That is right, Bucket. Soybeans have been moved to planters. That is typically the way beans are planted, at least here in North America. Now, of course, it won't take long for somebody to release something to allow soybean seeding. It probably wouldn't take too long. Fairly simple XML edit. I think soybeans were available in both, maybe. All right, we're gonna send this guy off and do that field as a helper. And I'll get to, I guess we gotta cultivate this up. I'm sorry, guys. I still have a cough. So I went to the dock yesterday. Farm Sim was releasing at 8 a.m. I was sitting in the dock's office. I'm like, hey, I was in here like 10 days ago for like the same thing. And it was starting to get better, but then now it's worse. So Doc comes in and she's like, okay. She's like, does your... let's do our ups and downs first. Yeah. She's like, does your ear hurt? No, it's got a little pressure, but it didn't hurt. Oh, because you have an ear infection. Oh, really? I didn't know this. But, okay. We'll run with that. Get to work, buddy. All right. I don't own a cultivator, do I? What's that? That's a cultivator, I guess. What? What the heck are you doing? Oh my god! What? Oh, jeez, get me out of here! Oh, did you all see this soccer ball? Seriously, they need to make you not run like a blitzkrieg. Where'd it go? Where the hell did it go? Where'd it go? It's just vanished. Well, dang it. All right, you get to work. Make sure that other guy's working too. Yeah, he's working. Alright, you're gonna work. Where's my other tractor? It's over here hooked up to this trailer still. Oh, and apparently the little those little farmers market sell points, they're unlimited. You can sell as much as you want. I don't really see much need for the bigger one. If you can sell as much product as you want as the small one. And the greenhouse video tomorrow, I want to sell like 30,000 liters worth of greenhouse stuff. All at once. Sure. Let's get to work actually farming. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think, well, I think there's information in Mod Hub Messenger for all modders as to their plans for GE. If I am reading between the lines right on messages I've seen on the partner Discord. Because they're not accepting submissions until they officially publish the mod guidelines for 25, which haven't been officially published yet. And they're not accepting mods until they, I think, send out the official testing tool. I think they basically said that until they send out the testing tool and the mod guidelines, any and all submissions are going to be instantly nullified because they don't comply to the information that's not been published yet. Alright, so the modding guidelines are now posted. So that gets us one step closer. I saw some poor mods got updated and released for 22. I would certainly hope no one's still submitting things for 22. But of course, we have, you know, PlayStation 4 players are going to be on 22 for forever. But the interested audience in 22's left the building. yeah, that's not a map. Are you talking about the one in 25? I haven't looked at the 22 map. I'm done. Oh, I would love for a square plow to show up. I don't know, Sipper, I turned them off and I never turned them back on. Well, one of them, at least one of them is by a Giants developer. The Stefan Mars one, right? He's been in multiple interviews. He's the, I guess, lead programmer, right? I assume the other individuals that are on those are also somehow directly associated with Giants. I love that tractor reacting to all those ruts. I was hoping by the time I was done this field, I hope we'd be done that one, but maybe not. What's up, Adam? How you doing? How you doing tonight? There we go. This says yield bonus plus 50%. Oh, that looks nice. Really, it does. We're gonna do all the steps, but I still have to do a video on field prep. At some point, my list of videos I need to make just keeps getting longer, and as a result, the schedule that I had made for when what would be made and released gets pushed back further and further. What do y'all think of the pirate ship that we can build out over here on Riverbend Springs. Boy, that was a surprise when I saw that get built. What happened here? I was gonna say we had maybe a little inkling that something might be happening. In the partner Discord, there was a drop of files for us to put a video out related to something. I don't know what it was, but apparently one of the videos or one of the files had a file name of pirate ship, and as soon after that download package was published for us to download, there was a post made about a file that was incorrectly named as pirate ship, and the download pack had been updated to reflect the correct name. Now, by the time I got to download the asset package, it had been fixed, and I didn't have a clue which picture was named pirate ship. But now we kind of know. Oh, so much button pushing. It would, in theory, yes. But you know, we only do things realistic-ish around here. We don't need to be bothered with ultra-realism. Alright, let's do all the steps. Let's do all the steps, people. I mean, this is a pretty dang big roller. Why don't I have another option for something that ain't so stupid big? Oh, yay! What? What? Oh my, I hate this. Like, I'm sorry, I don't read very fast, people. I have no idea what that said. I get like, oh, what's this noise? And then, oh wait, there's something down there. Oh wait, what's it say? Oh, it's gone. Well, damn it. That's why the other day, Sherry asked, did I get an achievement for making those monuments? Those buildable missions? I was like, I don't know. I don't want to have to get out of the damn game to go to the stupid achievement menu game to figure out what achievement I got. Give me a flipping moment to read the dumb thing, then go away. It's ridiculous. Because then I gotta go to the achievement menu and figure out which one's new. Is that one new? Is that one new? Is that one new? Yeah, there's a little graphic there, but the graphic ain't there quick and long enough for me to figure out what it is. I thought it looked like a little beat thing, which didn't make much sense because I wasn't doing anything related to beats. But I know I got an achievement for the museum. Because it calls out the museum in the description. I don't know if I got an achievement for the pirate ship. Alright, so we're at 50% yield bonus. 52%. So, it looks so beautiful. Rolling gives me a whopping 2% bonus. Still, okay. I've got steer back set to max. If max is 100% or maybe it's 200, I don't know. Let's go find out. On. Okay. Well, where is it at? What? What? I didn't know where it's at now. Is this it? Plant get enough? Maybe? So I planted my first field? It looked like a little beak thing. This is just my weekend vehicle. I don't know. It makes no sense. So then where is... Oh, right here. So I have 100% steering sensitivity, 200. I have no idea what 22 was set at. Well, you just need to put it on a faster drive. I got the game installed on an NVMe drive. So this field is plowed. It's not mulched. Oh, I know. All right, there we go. 3, 2, 1. MTA, do we have it? I mean, that's not bad. How many angles is that? I mean, they don't look too bad. I would say Raven Hawk, it's because you use too many mods, but, you know, we don't really have that many mods out. So NVMe beats SSD SATA drive any day. Because SATA is limited to paltry speeds versus straight PCI Express. There's what problem? Yeah, if you got, well, you got too many NVMe drives. Well, no, I don't know. I never really, well, soybeans pays good. At least in 22, but you got such low yield that it really didn't matter. If you get 3 times as much per 1,000 liters, but yield's only a third of what you might have on another crop, then 3 times the price is the same price once you factor in yield. And so much of what Giants does is balance the economy to the point where it really doesn't matter what you pick, you're going to earn about the same amount. Somebody put that road sign back up. I'm going to take it with me. Well, Burness, sometimes it also depends on what slot your drive is in. So like I've got a board that has 3 3 drives, 3 slots for NVMe. But I think one of them is... tied to... directly tied to the CPU. I think the other 2 are tied to like a chipset bridge. And then some may actually share lanes with the SATA, and it may tell you which SATA port. Need rolling. We're at 52% on this one. We didn't mulch this field. And we're at 52% over there. Yeah, I know, right, David? I had someone ask a comment today about how do you reset steering assist once you leave a field? I said it just does itself. You don't need to clear it. Just drive up to another field and it recognizes the other field and sets you up for it. Oh, you're cultivating on that odd angle, aren't you, dude? So many quality of life updates. Base game now, right? Well, I'm sure he will, I'm sure Wobster will still bring, guidance steering out for 25, because there's still things that can be enhanced. Right? I don't know what he can enhance, but he might. And then Courseplay has what should be pretty solid code to further refine their work. What's up, Raz? How's it going? But in general, I mean, when, like when 22 came out, Giants was like, GPS, it's on a roadmap, right? They can't put everything in every game. So they have to decide what can they fit in. And, right? Whatever they can fit in makes it to the next. What could they not fit into 25 will already be on the top of the feature list for the next. Right? They're working the high now because they just released. But it wouldn't surprise me as soon And possibly very soon, a team splits off and starts figuring out and road mapping the next. While another team continues to bug fix and enhance the current product and work on whatever DLC there is to work on. Oh. There we go. I think at a minimum, we're looking 3 years per release now. I think we've had two very successful 3-year runs. Oops. Two full successful 3-year runs in 19 and 22. I don't see him going back to 2. What's up, Artemis? How's it going? So that was a shovel. Something about the future. I don't know. I don't like riddles. Just say, congratulations. You've seeded X number of whatever. You've cultivated X number of whatever. Well, I know from a statistical or from a stat standpoint, views really drop off toward the end of year 2. And by the time we are really talking the end of year... What? By the time we're really talking the end of year 3... views are really down, other than those hardcore players that are going to be playing Farm Sim no matter what. Here you go, Optimus. This one's for you. What? I guess we need to start here. Obviously, views are way up now, right? And they should probably continue to climb for the next month or two. As people get the game, right? As Christmas happens, and things like that. And then things will settle down to a new, mostly steady for the first year or so. Oh, you're gonna make your own Tennessee map? That reminds me, I need to reply back to Will. Sent me a message the other day and I forgot. I've only been a little busy. I think there was a question last night's live stream as to maybe what I thought the first mod map would be. First mod map to drop in 22 was No Man's Land. I think that's a pretty safe bet for a type of map to drop first is a wilderness map because it's pretty open, it's pretty basic, it's pretty straightforward. So I'd say that's probably a pretty good bet. Well, I mean, once the editor comes out, you just put Riverbend into the editor and go delete. Start deleting things out. There you go. Oh, look at this nice, pristine seed bed. Nobody's driven on it. Eggman 1, welcome. We're going to ruin that as soon as we fertilize this field. Jonathan, we did roll the middle field, And it gave me a whopping 2%. Maybe 2.5%. I wanted to check because Giants hasn't really updated their academy, and their academy talked about rolling, doing 2.5%. And I think it talked about mulching doing 2.5%. So I wanted to see what it would take to see if they are going to be updating that, or if those bonuses still hold water. And what we can do is, what are you doing over there, dude? Are you gonna, like, go? Did you quit? You taking a break? Did you have to go to the bathroom, so you went around the side of the building? So we'll roll this one and we'll see what happens. This is at 52% now. The middle field's at 52%. We mulched this field. We didn't mulch that one. And we rolled that other field, so we'll see. Still in the tractor? Are you stuck? Did you run out of fuel? What's wrong with you? Helper F, you're fired! Brandon, thank you for the sub. I need to change this message again. We're so close to 50K. Wife said when we get to 50K, let her know. Although, don't expect anything. She's just going to tell me to get to 51. Russell, thank you for the sub. I gotta change the thing again. Oh, it's terrible. That's fine. Where? What? Stop. 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 Do what I tell you, not what you want. No, I'm not streaming for 12 hours. I got more stuff to do than that. I'm already behind where I wanted to be with videos for the week by like a day. The darn video where I built out the museum and the pirate ship, that one put me behind by an entire day. Because that video took 7 hours or so. Because I had to build out each to make sure I had the inputs right. Because I pulled all the inputs out of the XML. And the way they're organized, like, it's a whole lot of jumbling around. So I wanted to verify that I had the numbers right and that it worked. So I had to build them out once with a time lapse running at 360, which means it takes an hour per game year. And the pirate ship took 3.5 hours to build. And then I had to build it again. No, David, it had anything to do with the materials. The materials were just added into the XML. Coal trade, yes, that is something that is happening for some folks. There are a few suggestions on what might fix it. One of them is to, I think, enable, if you have an NVIDIA card, to enable DLAA as your anti-aliasing technique. Another is to delete your shader cache and let it rebuild again and see if that helps. I don't remember if there's any other suggestions. Yeah, it's C. C to change the camera. What are you looking at? So yeah, NVIDIA just dropped a new driver yesterday. If you haven't updated that for a while. So this is now at 55%. So this field was plowed, limed, seeded, rolled. We're at 52%. This field was mulched, seeded, mulched, limed, seeded, and rolled. And we're at 55. So I would say mulching is 2.5%. Rolling is still 2.5%. That's what I would say that is. That is right. You cannot do third person with the chainsaw. So with the chainsaw, D no longer works. And here's one of our tool sheds. Put the chainsaw away, you walk up to it, you see the little ghosty thing, you get close, you hit R to return it, and now we can do that. If we're in third person view and we grab it, we're instantly taken back. And you can see real fast right when we put it away, our safety gear is taken off. So we have a safety outfit. We just can't see it. In single player, you have to be a multiplayer to see it. I'm not a huge fan of third person view myself. I feel it's a little janky. Like if I'm running this way and I rotate the camera, I run in a circle. I don't want to. I want to run this way, and I want to be able to look at myself running this way without having to basically play the run backwards while looking at myself and then run forwards when looking behind myself. We go the same direction. You open up your game, my documents, my documents, Farming Simulator 2025. And then there should be a folder called Shader Cache. And open that folder and delete all its contents. You all knew you could actually swim, right? That's not new though. You've been able to swim since like Farm Sim 17. You just never see yourself unless you're in a server. Where does that go? Oh my, Raz, look, this guy's got a fish mailbox. Dude. Everybody look in these sheds. There's collectibles in these sheds. I want to go in this house. This looks like a cool house to be a farmhouse. Yeet. All right, we're parkouring things. All right. What is this? Is this a what is that? Oh, that's just all right. That's nothing. Oh, so also on this, anytime you see buildings like this, or those other buildings we went in, they're these can get damaged by them tornadoes. Are you making a mess of my field? I don't know if you can repair them or not. I've not actually seen a tornado. I've seen the aftermath of tornado. I've got a test save that's got 16 years of gameplay on it. But it's not like actual gameplay. It's 16 years of me fast forwarding for like building out those missions and doing some other recording where I had to fast forward. Like tomorrow, no, today. Today I dropped a video on landscaping and the trees and shrubbery and foliage. And if you didn't know, in our tree mode, right, we can place trees, right? We know this. But we could come in here. We have one tree entry for our elm. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different sizes of elm. All the way from a little elm sapling to a very big elm tree. And when I was showing this off in a live stream, the question was, oh, if we can plant saplings, do they grow? I was like, I don't know. So I fast forwarded, I FFW'd. I fast forwarded 2 years and a month, which took 2 hours of real time, and the saplings never grew. And as a result, I then reported in the video, just moments after I said I would fast forward, that they never grew. So, I think if you place a tree of any size, it's that size forever. What's up, Will? It is the last minute. I see that now. It's 17 after 10. I gotta reply back to you. I remembered earlier that I hadn't replied back to you in a message you sent a while back, a couple days ago. So I'll do that after these messages. No, we're not doing that. There, I'll survey my I'll survey my mansion. Let's see if we can have any flower production. Quit. Can I ride a cow? Oh, I think you've grown. Dude, you're bigger than you used to be. Can I get on you? How much fur do we have? Oh, we made a whole 137 liters. Why is it inactive? Oh, I did notice, right? Things that are active are not grayed out. These are grayed out. This one's not. This is just still funny. You mean this fence? Oh, you know, we got, I bet you we have, bet you we have honey. Nope. Just one. Well, now that we know it's still 2.5%. I mean, this bed seems fairly complete to me. Oh, sorry about that. I mean, there's no fence over here. All right, folks, that's going to do it for the night. Thank you for coming out, hanging out, and chill. That's what we do here. We're not super hyped. We just chill out, hang out, talk about whatever. We're going to continue our live streaming marathon tomorrow night with another stream here on Riverbend Springs. We're going to keep streaming until Sunday night. No, Saturday night. Then we'll be back on our normal schedule where we're going to do ATS this coming Sunday. And then we'll start our Wreckfest back up next Friday and everything. I go back to work next Monday. So we'll be back to a bit more of a different schedule where I won't be streaming every night because I'll have to reserve some time in order to make content. Because I ain't anywhere as close to where I need to be done making content for 25 as far as tips, tricks, and other things. I did not buy Farm Flight Sim 24. I don't know if I'll have time to ever do it. But it does intrigue me. I did put in for a key. So if I happen to get a key for free, then I'll stream it. But no, I'm not buying it at this point. Till next time, happy farming.